Hi everybody, I'm Rob and this is stormcrowoverland. We talk about going on adventures, road tripping, camping, just generally getting out and enjoying life. And for those of you who don't know, I also have a small, online store, stormcrowoverland.myshopify.com, where I sell some stuff I sew. I've been getting into sewing a lot, really enjoy it. It's mostly like small little storage pouches, stuff like that. And this is one of the things on there that's just a little different. And honestly, this has been the thing that I have made that has been the most useful, and I think is it's so simple but so useful. I don't know. I think it's a great idea. So that's why I'm making it, trying to sell them. So I'm going to show it to you real quick. Realistically, it's just a tarp. It's a couple of feet by a couple of feet. Got little loops on each corner. Now, this one I specifically made for my situation. The main thing about it is these two loops, and I'll try to include a picture here. The two loops here, they are sized to fit where the stakes are on my gazelle tent. That way I can put this out in front of the tent. It's staked down, it's not going to blow away or anything. And I basically have a doormat for my tent. So if I've got, dirty, muddy shoes or something like that, I can step up, take my shoes off, then get in the tent. And then if I want to pull the shoes in after behind me, that's fine too. But or I can leave the shoes outside. Either way, gives me a chance to not be tracking shit into my tent. Or conversely, if it's been rainy and muddy, and that's the main way we're getting in and out of the tent, and there's me and the wife, or me and the wife and the kid, or me and the wife, the kid, the dog, whatever combination it is, you get a bunch of foot traffic right there in the front of the tent. You end up getting like a mud hole. Not like this. It is nothing super crazy. It's 500 denier Cordura fabric. It's polyurethane coated, I think is what it is, PU coated. So it's waterproof-ish. I mean, it's not like probably not 100% full waterproof, but it's a lot better than nothing. And just kind of hem the edges, like I said, put little loops on the ends. And it's got a handful of other uses that I kind of thought of that I'm going to show you real quick. So let's get to it. The next thing that I think this is really handy for is if you're in the unfortunate situation where you've got a flat or any other kind of mechanical issue you need to deal with, and you're on a dirt road. I mean, how often are overlanders on dirt roads? It happens a lot. This way, you don't have to necessarily sit in the dirt. You've got something to sit on. You've got something you can put your tools on so you don't lose them in the dirt or grass or whatever it is. And same thing when we were talking about using this as like a front porch on a tent. It's waterproof. So I don't have to worry about, like, if this is really muddy, I can sit down, deal with flat tire, whatever it is, um, without worrying about getting super dirty. Like I said, and can I keep my tools out of the mud and stuff too? I like that. All right, on to the next one. All right, next, this is an idea I am shamelessly stealing from Aaron Paris at Switchback Outdoor Safety. You need any kind of off-road recovery training, that's where I would send you. Switchback Outdoor Safety. Aaron Paris is their guy that runs it. I4W DTA certified, runs all the off-road training at More Expo, stuff like that. Um, I've done some other trainings with him. Great guy, outstanding resource. But this was something he did in one of his classes. He had a small tarp like this, and he was like, "Okay, you're in a recovery situation. We're in a recovery situation. We're going to pretend my Forerunner is stuck at the moment. Take a minute, assess the situation. What is like? Why are you stuck? What is going on? Is it a lack of traction? Is your frame bottomed out? Whatever it is, figure out what's wrong. Then lay out your gear on your nice, convenient little tarp. All your recovery gear. What tools do I have to fix this situation? One, you lay all your stuff out, see what you have, figure out the best way to handle this. Two, like I was saying earlier with like changing a tire or fixing a flat or something, all your gear stays out of the dirt and mud. Uh, I don't have a whole lot of super high-end gear, but if you've got, especially like some of the safe extract recovery gear, that stuff gets expensive fast, and I don't want it just laying in the dirt and mud. This is not super high-end gear down here, but I still don't want it laying in the dirt and mud. I want to take care of the stuff I have. So, like I said, another great solution for this little tarp. I just realized I never mentioned what I call this. I couldn't come up with a better name, and if you probably notice, everything that I sell on the webpage is either crow or weather related. Storm crow, yeah, it makes sense. The best thing I settled on this is the Thunder Mat. just because it's good for when it's thundered and raining, and it's a mat. So yeah, not super clever on the name there. But let's go on. There's at least one more use I've got for it. Okay, so this is kind of the last thing I had in mind when I made this, and it's a little extreme, a little out there, but it's still useful, still something to keep in mind. And this last reason is actually the reason I only sell these in orange. In my past life, I was in the military as active duty, and we did a lot of training and convoy training, stuff like that. One of the things we had were VS-17 signal panels, big panels that were bright orange that we could signal with. Whether it's, hey, I'm broke down, I need help. If I'm out in the middle of nowhere and I don't have cell reception and I know people are looking for me, I can put this on the hood or the windshield. It's a bright orange thing. It stands out. I can wave it in the air if I have to. Basically, it's a bright orange thing to get people's attention. I mean, you really want to get out there. You really want to get like kind of crazy. If you're out there in the middle of, say, I don't know, hunting season, and your rig breaks down, but you know, okay, well, it's only a couple of miles to that next town, or it's a couple of miles to the highway where maybe I can get help. I don't want to go walking through the woods in hunting season in my traditionally dark colored or earth tone overland clothes. I might wrap this around my shoulders like a big cape, you know, big hunter orange thing, big, you know, don't shoot me thing. Either way, a way to keep people from shooting during hunting season, a way for you to signal that, hey, something's wrong, I'm broke down, whatever. Just another neat option. Like I said, that's why I only sell it in orange. That big, nice, high vis, so you can see it. So yeah, that's some of the different uses. All right, here you go. I'm looking goofy just for those of you who made it to the end of the video. Like I said, this is if I gotta go walking out the woods for some reason and it's hunting season. This is gonna be my big don't shoot me cape. But yeah, like I said, I'll poke fun at myself a little bit. I know it's a pretty far-fetched situation. But here, laugh at me, realize I still think it's a great product. And since you made it this far, I'm going to put a code down in the description. I don't know. Thunder. The code's going to be Thunder. I'll put it in the description too. If you use code Thunder, I will give you 20% off a Thunder mat. So make sure you do that if you decide to buy one. And for some reason, if you want to do like I did, where it's specifically sized to the holes, to the stakes on your tent, shoot me a message first, and we'll figure it out. If it's within like a foot of being the same, I probably won't even change the price. If for some reason it needs to be exceptionally bigger, we can talk and we'll figure a price out. Don't worry about that. But yeah, like I said, use code Thunder for 20% off a Thunder mat. Yeah, like I said, I think it's a great product. It's great for whether you are just, you need to change a tire. If you need, it's great for the doormat on your tent. It's great for all your recovery gear or any other kind of breakdown type situation. And it's great to signal and try to keep you from getting shot during hunting season. So if you have any other ideas of something you could do with this, I mean, I guess you'd even hang it up as like, a piece of shade if you didn't have an awning and you just needed something small. But if you've got other ideas of what you might be able to do with a small tarp like this, throw it in the comments. No guarantees, but if someone leaves a really, really good comment with a really interesting idea that makes me think, I might even send you one for free. No guarantees, though. So, hey, thanks for watching, everybody.